Hey everyone, welcome back to Pronix Voice. My name is Calix, and I'm really excited to be here with you today.
Hi everyone, my name is Luna, and honestly, I'm so happy you're here with us. It feels like a perfect moment to talk, learn, and just enjoy English together.
Oh, yes, Luna, it really does. And friends listening right now, relax, take a deep breath, and enjoy this conversation with us. Today's topic is something almost everyone loves.
Exactly. Today, we're talking about travel. How to talk about travel in English. Simple words, natural sentences, real conversations.
Travel is such a great topic because everyone has a story, a dream, or at least one memory connected to it.
True. Even if someone hasn't traveled yet, they still imagine it, right? Dream destinations, future plans, places they want to see.
Yes. So let's start very naturally. Luna, let me ask you something simple. Do you like traveling?
Oh, yes, I love traveling. I really do. It makes me feel alive. New places, new people, new food, everything feels fresh.
Same here. For me, traveling feels like pressing a reset button on life.
That's such a good way to say it, a reset button. And friends, notice that phrase, reset button. You can use it when you talk about travel too.
Right. So when someone asks you, do you like traveling, you can say, yes, I love it, or yes, I enjoy traveling, or even, it helps me relax and reset.
Exactly. Now, Calix, when people talk about travel, what's usually the first question they ask?
I think it's where did you go or where do you want to go?
Yes, destination. That's a very common word when talking about travel.
Destination, the place you are going to visit.
So, friends, if someone asks you about your travel, they might say, "What was your destination?" or "What is your next destination?"
Luna, let me ask you, what is your favorite destination so far?
Oh, that's a hard question. But I think I'd say the beach. Any beach, honestly.
Really? So you're a beach person?
Yes, I love the sound of waves, the blue water, the warm sun. It makes me feel calm.
That's interesting because I'm more of a city person.
Oh, really? Big cities?
Yes, busy streets, cafes, museums, people everywhere. I enjoy that energy.
See, friends, this is how a natural travel conversation sounds. Different preferences, different feelings.
Exactly. And you can talk about why you like a place. You can say, I like it because it's relaxing, or exciting, or beautiful.
Calix, what words do you usually use when you describe a place you like?
I often say things like vibrant, busy, full of life.
Nice. And I usually say peaceful, quiet, relaxing.
So, friends, when you talk about travel in English, don't just say good or nice. Try to explain how the place makes you feel.
Yes, feelings make your English sound more natural and more human.
Now, let's move to another very common travel question. Luna, have you ever heard this one? How was your trip?
Oh, yes, all the time. And that's a great question.
So, how do you usually answer that?
I usually say it was amazing, or it was really enjoyable, or sometimes it was tiring but fun.
That's honest, and honesty is good in conversation.
Exactly. You don't always have to say everything was perfect.
Right. You can say it was good but a bit crowded, or fun but expensive.
Friends, notice this pattern good but something. That's very natural English.
Luna, let me ask you another thing. When you travel, what do you enjoy most?
Oh, food. Definitely food.
I knew it.
Trying local food is my favorite part of traveling. It tells you so much about a place.
That's true. Food is culture.
Yes, and when you talk about travel in English, food is an easy topic.
You can say, I tried local food, or I loved the street food, or the food was spicy, sweet, or different.
Calix, what about you? What do you enjoy most when you travel?
For me, it's walking around without a plan.
Oh, just exploring?
Yes, getting lost a little, discovering small streets, cafes, shops.
That's such a nice feeling. And friends, you can use the word explore. I like to explore new places.
Exactly. Explore means to walk around and discover. Now, let's talk about travel plans. This is something people talk about a lot.
Yes, questions like, are you planning a trip? Or do you have any travel plans?
Luna, do you have any travel plans right now?
Actually, yes. I'm thinking about taking a short trip next month.
Oh, nice. Where are you thinking of going?
Somewhere quiet, maybe a small town or a nature spot.
That sounds lovely. See, friends, notice the structure. I'm thinking about taking a trip. I'm planning to go.
Yes, thinking about and planning to are very common phrases.
And if you're not sure yet, you can say, I'm not sure yet, or I haven't decided.
That's very useful because sometimes we really haven't decided. True. Now, Calix, let's talk about transportation, another big part of travel talk.
Oh, yes. People often ask, how did you travel, or how did you get there?
Exactly. And your answer could be I went by plane, by train, by bus, or by car.
Luna, which do you prefer, plane or train?
I think train. It's slower but more relaxing.
I get that. You can see the scenery.
Yes, and you can say things like the train ride was beautiful or the journey itself was enjoyable.
Journey is another good word, travel or journey.
Journey often focuses on the experience, not just the destination.
Nicely said. Calix, do you like flying?
Honestly, I like the speed, but I don't like the waiting.
Airports can be tiring.
Yes, long lines, security checks.
And you can talk about that in English, too. The airport was crowded. The flight was delayed.
These are very real sentences.
Now let's talk about accommodation, where you stay.
Yes, hotel, hostel, apartment.
Calix, what do you usually choose?
I usually choose a small hotel or an apartment
Why?
because it feels more comfortable and personal.
That's a good reason. I sometimes like hostels because I meet new people.
That's true, and you can say I stayed at a hotel near the city center.
Or my accommodation was close to public transport.
Friends, accommodation is a very useful word. Practice it.
Yes, accommodation means the place you stay.
Now, Luna, let's talk about problems. Travel isn't always perfect.
Oh yes, things go wrong sometimes.
And it's okay to talk about that in English.
For example, you can say my flight was delayed or my luggage was lost.
Or the weather was bad.
Rain can ruin plans.
But you can also say, even though it rained, I still enjoyed the trip.
That shows a positive attitude.
Exactly. English is not just words, it's attitude too.
Now, Luna, let's imagine someone asks, what did you do on your trip?
I'd say I visited museums, walked around the city, tried local food, and relaxed.
That's perfect. Simple past tense.
Yes, visited, walked, tried, and relaxed.
Friends, notice how easy this is. You don't need complex grammar.
Simple sentences are powerful.
Calix, what advice would you give to someone who is shy about talking in English about travel?
I'd say start small. Talk about one trip, one place, one experience.
That's good advice.
And don't worry about mistakes. People care about your story, not perfection.
Exactly. Communication is the goal.
And Pronix Voice is all about helping you speak naturally.
Yes, we want you to feel confident and comfortable. Luna, before we continue, let me ask you something fun.
Okay, go ahead.
If you could travel anywhere right now, where would you go?
Oh, right now? I think I'd go to a quiet island.
Nice choice. And how would you describe that in English?
I'd say I want to go somewhere peaceful with clear water and no crowds.
Perfect. Friends, that sentence is gold. Somewhere peaceful with no crowds.
Luna, what about you?
I'd go to a big city with lots of culture and food.
And you could say, I want to experience the local culture.
Exactly. Experience is another great word.
Let's continue our travel conversation naturally.
Yes, and friends listening, remember you don't need to understand every single word. Just feel the flow and enjoy the conversation.
Exactly. So, Luna, earlier we talked about destinations and planning. Now let's talk about talking about past travel experiences.
Oh, yes, that's very common. People often ask, have you ever traveled abroad?
That's a great question pattern. Have you ever plus past experience?
So, Calix, have you ever traveled abroad?
Yes, I have. I've traveled abroad once, and it was a very memorable experience.
See, friends? Simple answer. Yes, I have. Or no, I haven't.
And if someone asks, where did you go? You just answer with the place.
Calix, where did you go?
I went to a neighboring country, explored a few cities, and learned a lot.
That sounds exciting. And notice how you used simple past. Went, explored, learned.
Yes, past travel stories mostly use past tense.
Now let's talk about describing experiences. This is where many learners feel stuck.
True, they don't know how to explain their feelings.
But it doesn't have to be complicated. You can use basic adjectives.
Like amazing, interesting, tiring, relaxing, exciting.
Exactly. Luna, describe one travel experience in a simple way.
Okay, last year I took a short trip. It was relaxing, peaceful, and refreshing.
That's perfect. 3 simple adjectives.
Friends, you can copy this structure. It was adjective, adjective, and adjective.
Yes, now let's talk about conversations during travel.
You mean like talking to people while traveling?
Exactly, at hotels, airports, cafes, or with locals.
That's important travel English.
For example, at a hotel, you might say, I have a reservation.
Or, I'd like to check in.
At a restaurant, you might say, can I see the menu, please?
Or, what do you recommend?
Calix, do you like talking to local people when you travel?
Yes, I do. It makes the experience more real.
Same here. Even simple conversations feel special.
And you don't need perfect English. Just be polite and clear.
Polite words are very important. Please, thank you, excuse me.
Now let's talk about problems again, but in spoken English.
Like complaining politely.
Yes, for example, my room is too noisy.
Or, there is a problem with my booking.
These are useful sentences.
Friends, don't be afraid to speak up when traveling.
Exactly. Clear communication helps solve problems.
Now, Calix, let's talk about comparing trips.
Oh, like this trip was better than the last one?
Yes, comparisons are common.
You can say, this trip was more relaxing than my last trip.
Or, the food was better in this place.
Luna, which do you prefer? Short trips or long trips?
I prefer short trips.
Why?
Because they're less tiring and easier to plan.
That's a good reason. I prefer long trips.
Really? Why?
Because I like to take my time and explore deeply.
See, friends, preference language. I prefer because.
Very useful for conversations.
Now let's talk about future travel dreams.
Oh, this is my favorite part.
Me too. Dreams are easy to talk about.
You can say, I want to travel to, or I hope to visit, or one day I'd like to go to.
One day, I'd like to visit a country with beautiful nature and slow life.
That sounds lovely. And you, Calix? I hope to visit many countries and learn about different cultures.
That's a great dream.
Friends, notice the future expressions. Want to, hope to, would like to.
Very natural English.
Now let's talk about travel routines.
You mean what you usually do when you travel?
Yes, like daily habits.
For example, when I travel, I wake up early and go for a walk.
Or when I travel, I like to try new food every day.
Luna, what's one thing you always do when traveling?
I always take photos, lots of photos.
Memories.
Yes, photos help me remember moments.
Calix, do you plan everything or go with the flow?
A mix of both. I plan the basics, but I stay flexible.
That's smart.
Friends, flexible is a very important travel word.
Yes, flexible means open to change.
Now let's talk about travel mistakes.
Oh, everyone makes them.
And they're great stories later.
For example, missing a train.
Or going to the wrong place. Luna, have you ever made a travel mistake?
Yes, once I packed too much and my bag was very heavy.
Oh, that's common.
And now I say I learned from that experience.
That's a great phrase. I learned from it.
Mistakes help us improve.
Now, Calix, let's talk about safety.
Important topic.
People often ask, was it safe? You can answer, yes, it was quite safe, or mostly safe.
Or I felt safe during my trip.
Feeling safe is important.
And you can give tips like be careful with your belongings.
Or avoid crowded places at night.
Now let's talk about travel companions.
Oh, yes, alone or with someone.
Calix, do you like solo travel or traveling with friends?
I like both, but solo travel teaches you a lot.
That's true. Traveling with friends is fun, but solo travel is personal.
Friends, you can say, I traveled alone, or I traveled with my family.
Or, I went on a trip with my friends.
Very simple sentences.
Now let's practice storytelling.
Okay?
Calix, tell a short travel story.
All right. Last summer, I took a short trip. The weather was nice, the food was great, and I met interesting people.
Perfect. Simple and clear.
Friends, notice the structure. When, where, how it felt.
That's all you need.
Now, Luna, your turn.
Once, I visited a quiet place. I relaxed, walked a lot, and enjoyed the silence.
Beautiful.
See, friends? No complex grammar, just natural English.
Now let's talk about asking questions about travel.
Very important for conversations.
Questions like, how long was your trip?
Or, how did you like it?
Or, would you go there again?
Luna, would you go back to your favorite place?
Yes, definitely. I'd love to go again.
That's a strong, positive answer.
You can also say, maybe someday, or probably not.
Honesty is good.
Now let's talk about travel and English learning.
Oh, that's interesting.
Travel helps improve English.
Yes, you listen, speak, and practice naturally.
And Pronix Voice helps you prepare before you travel.
Exactly. That's why these conversations matter.
Friends, even listening like this improves your fluency.
Yes, your brain is learning patterns.
Now, before we move to the final part later, let's reflect.
We talked about past trips, future dreams, preferences, problems, and stories.
All key parts of travel conversation.
And remember, you don't need to speak fast.
Slow and clear is better.
That's the goal.
Friends, practice by repeating sentences you like.
Or create your own travel stories.
All right, this is our final part, friends. Let's slow down, enjoy the flow, and bring everything together naturally.
Yes.
Luna, before we wrap up, I want to talk about confidence. Many people know travel words, but they feel shy using them.
That's true. They understand English, but speaking feels scary.
Exactly. So let's show them how simple confidence sounds in real English.
Confidence doesn't mean perfect English. It means clear and honest English.
Well said. For example, instead of trying to sound fancy, you can say, I really enjoyed my trip.
Or, I didn't like the weather, but I still had fun.
That sounds natural and confident.
Friends, remember, people connect with feelings, not grammar rules.
Now, Luna, let's talk about one more important thing, talking about travel problems politely.
Oh yes, that's very useful.
For example, if something goes wrong, you don't need to be rude.
You can say, "Excuse me, there seems to be a small problem."
Or, could you please help me with this?
Polite language opens doors.
And it also makes you feel calmer.
Calix, have you ever had to ask for help while traveling?
Yes, many times, and every time being polite helped.
That's a good real-life lesson.
Now let's talk about cultural differences.
Oh, that's a big part of travel.
When you travel, things may feel different.
Food habits, greeting styles, daily routines.
And that's okay. You can talk about it in English too.
You can say, the culture was different but interesting.
Or, people were very friendly and helpful.
Calix, what do you usually notice first in a new place?
I notice how people interact, how they talk, smile, or help.
That's beautiful.
Travel really teaches empathy.
Friends, empathy is understanding others.
Now, let's talk about souvenirs.
Haha, shopping.
Yes, people often ask, did you buy anything?
And you can answer, yes, I bought some souvenirs.
Or, I bought gifts for my family.
Simple sentences again.
Luna, do you like buying souvenirs?
I do, but small ones, something meaningful.
That makes sense.
Now let's talk about travel fatigue.
Oh, that's real.
after a long trip, you can say, I'm tired but happy.
Or, the trip was exhausting but worth it.
Worth it is a great phrase.
Yes, worth it means it was good despite effort.
Friends, try using that phrase.
Now, Luna, let's imagine we're talking to someone who has never traveled.
Okay.
What would you say to encourage them?
I'd say start small. Even a short trip can be special.
That's great advice.
And I'd say don't wait for everything to be perfect.
Yes, waiting too long stops many people.
Travel teaches you more than books sometimes.
Very true. Now let's practice one full, natural answer.
Okay.
Calix, tell me about your last trip in a relaxed way.
All right. My last trip was short but refreshing. I went to a quiet place, relaxed, ate good food, and came back feeling happy.
That was perfect. Clear, calm, natural.
Friends, that's all you need.
No pressure, no stress. Now, let's talk about travel and memories.
Memories are the heart of travel.
You can say, I made great memories.
Or, I'll never forget that trip.
Or, that trip means a lot to me.
These sentences sound emotional and real.
Luna, what kind of travel memories do you value most?
Quiet moments, simple walks, small conversations.
I love that.
Travel isn't always about famous places.
Sometimes it's about feelings.
Exactly.
Now, friends, let's connect travel and English practice.
Travel gives you topics to talk about.
And talking builds fluency.
That's why we created conversations like this on Pronix Voice.
To help you feel natural.
To help you speak without fear.
Luna, how do you want listeners to feel after this episode?
I want them to feel relaxed and confident.
That's perfect.
Confident enough to talk about travel in English.
Even with simple words.
Especially with simple words.
Now, before we end, let's give a few gentle reminders.
Speak slowly.
Use simple sentences.
Share your feelings.
Don't be afraid of mistakes.
Mistakes are part of learning.
And enjoy the process.
Just like travel itself.
Luna, this conversation really felt like a journey.
Yes, a long, friendly journey.
Friends, thank you for staying with us, and subscribe our channel, Pronix Voice, to get more podcast videos.
Friends, tell us about your travel experience in the comment section below. It will improve your English.
Keep practicing.
Keep listening.
Keep speaking.
And keep dreaming about travel.
This is Calix from Pronix Voice.
And this is Luna, wishing you confidence and joy.
Until next time, take care.
Bye, everyone. Happy travels and happy English practice.